In this video, we're going to be discussing 3 power leaks. Now, these are very important and very crucial that we get right and practice and drill them out in the field like we're out here today. Now, acceleration, timing is number 1, probably the most important thing in the throw. And then getting that elbow positioning all the way up as far as we can get. And I'm going to tell you different variations of this because it's very important that we don't drop the elbow, that we don't come back around our body like this, which is where most rounding can come from. Coming straight in from the body and coming straight out like this, round around your body, and then your elbow ends up going behind your torso, which is not something we want. And then lastly, the brace, the footing, your weight shift where it's supposed to be. We do not want our forward momentum to leak any more forward after we step on the ground and produce all the energy that we've produced, all the momentum and energy that we produced during the run up or the throw. We don't want it to leak ahead of your knee or anything like that. We want it to transfer rotationally instead. So we'll get into all that stuff. And yeah, let's just get started. Okay, acceleration, timing. This is probably going to be the hardest part of getting down because I lose it when I take too much time off. That's the first thing that goes, and it's the hardest to get back. Now, essentially, what happens is that you're coming in too fast, and a lot of times you can try and pull in slowly, but then it feels like you're just kind of losing power coming in the power pocket. It means you're still not pulling in slow enough. So about 60% in until you hit around here. This is the sweet spot right here. This is the positioning where you need to be. You plant and then you come in slowly, get into position, and then all the energy goes outward. It doesn't come inward. So you just pull slowly, and then it's almost like you're pulling in and then kind of doing this. It almost feels that way. But if you practice that will actually give you the better feel for it if you just stand here and just kind of pull in, and then just kind of pull in like this, and then pull back again just a little bit, and then kind of go outwards like this. And then you can really get the feel for how it's supposed to feel. The disc will want to shoot out of your hand. And it's a bad practice to do during a throw, obviously, but however, for practical reasons, we can do this drill. And then we can throw the disc. Because you want to feel the weight of the disc coming in. It's very crucial. So that's a good, helpful drill to get your timing corrected a little bit better. Now what happens when you start your swing at max speed is your muscles tense up, you get jerky, and you're not fluid anymore, and you actually lose a lot of power and momentum. That's why people say smooth is best. Now, there's a slow, fast concept for acceleration, and most beginners throw at 100% speed from the very beginning, and that's not how it works. Acceleration is a progressive movement. You start slow, and then you progressively and then you progressively just speed things up. Kind of like a car race. You go from 0 to 60 in however many seconds. It's not a split second and they're at a, 100% speed already. It's a progressive buildup. Now, what matters is, what increases snap really is the fact that how fast your disc is moving at the right spot. And now, the power pocket, it needs to be moving the fastest during this area here and out. So all that maximum momentum and energy that you just built up throughout the entire throw before that point has to transfer into the disc. And the only way you can really do that is to progressively build up to the speed and then come out of it with full 100% force. Now, come in. This might be a good drill for you to do. Just don't throw the disc, just stand here and then with a disc in your hand and then just kind of feel, just do fake throws and kind of feel what it feels like. Just reach back and come in and then stop and then go back a little bit again and then just kind of just, fake throws. Here, reach back, come in, just like that. So don't be jerky with it. Kind of try and be smooth. It's like this. Kind of gives you the feel for when you should. It kind of gets up here of when you should start pulling fast. And once you get it once, you'll know the feeling. The disc feels really heavy. You feel very powerful and it feels very effortless, but the disc has a much greater cruising speed than it did before. Now the snap, think of your arm as a series of hinges, okay? As you pull the disc into your chest, there's about 12 inches where the disc is starts going at full speed. This is the most important part of the throw. Acceleration happens in the last 9 to 12 inches of the throw. So right here, starting right here, out here, here, out here, and then the disc ejects. It's a rapid change in velocity where your forearm snaps forward like a rubber band to being released. That sudden burst is what creates snap and makes the disc fly stable and far. You'll notice that when you do snap the disc out properly, it'll come out real clean, real nose down. It just looks different, and and it flies faster. And it feels like it's kind of a weird feeling. It feels like you threw it hard, but with less effort, if that makes sense. So you kind of feel like a rubber band, your arm does basically, and your wrist, everything just snaps into place all at that one moment. Now the elbow positioning, getting that elbow out as far as you can. Now this is the famous old right pec drill that I started a long time ago. And that drill was specifically meant to do one thing and one thing only. Get that elbow out in the correct position and then just fire it out, because it just gets the feeling of where you should be ready to get that forearm out. Because once you hit here, your forearm comes out like that rubber band. Because you're already there, right? You just twist your shoulders, turn your shoulders, and bam. It's a really easy way. I mean, it doesn't grab everything that you need, right? It's a good starting point. And I really want to get going on the other things that build off of that, because it is an important drill. However, I think we've reached a point where we're beyond that, because we got a lot of great athletes nowadays and that understand basic mechanics, and stuff like that really well now. So we got a lot more people throwing farther, more accurately, and just better players overall that take it more seriously now. Now, getting this elbow out is so important because it really beats into your head. Okay, this is what my body's doing now. This is how I'm going to throw the disc. This is where I'm going to bring the disc. Okay, it's really hard to do. However, try and come in. If you come in real slow, the slower you pull through, and keeping that shoulder back like this, the easier it is to get there. So all you gotta do really is lead with your elbow, punch your elbow like you're punching through a door, and then just rotate out. Now, it's a lot harder than I made it seem, but really the idea is simple. So yeah, the rec pec drill is useful. There's another drill that'll get you there too. It's the straight arm drill, actually. You go like this, straight arm, barely rotate your shoulder, right? And then you just straight arm all the way out. Don't go too fast, otherwise your arm will want to bend. You don't want to bend your arm too much. Your arm's going to bend a little bit. That's what's going to happen. However, this is easier to do with drivers, but just try and keep your arm as straight as possible. And just do that. It's only going to go like 100 feet, but that's not the point. The point is this gets your wrist open so you can feel that. Here, let me try it one more time. So you go straight arm, straight back. Now this is a power leak that has plagued me this year, and that is the brace. Now the brace, essentially, is when you plant your foot. This is when you transfer the energy rotationally, and you stop the momentum from going forward, and you start rotating it out, putting all this energy on this front foot here. I mean, ideally, you'll be pivoting on your heel. Now, I have a good friend of mine that's been helping me out on how this works a lot too, because I never put a lot of significance on the brace before. However, I am now. And what I'm doing is what's happening is I'm coming in over my knee. I'm transferring all this momentum, and it's still going forward. I don't want that. What I want is I want a firm plant on the ground, and then kicking up my leg in the back, and then keeping my face in line with my chest in line with my knee. Before, I was doing this. Let me show you my old throw. I lose a lot of power doing that. Now, this is what it's going to look like. Hopefully I do it correctly, but kind of brace with my... It almost feels like I screwed up on that one still because I pushed back too hard. But it almost feels like I'm pushing backwards. Like, really I'm not. I'm just trying to keep myself from going too far forward. Now I want to release the disc in perfect balance on my heel before I start going forward. And this has been kind of a menace to me for some time now. For some reason that I'm not really sure why my brace has been weak, but you really want to practice planting really hard, and then just not allowing your chest to go over your knee, essentially. So let's try it again the right way. I can still kind of feel like myself is like I'm kind of not bracing right. However, let's try it again. There we go. I did it. That was a good one. I noticed that to do it correctly, it's a lot easier if I have my plant foot, my stance wider, so I can't go over. I think that might have been one of my issues as well. Let's try and lead that plant foot and kind of make my stance a little wider. Plant with a wider stance, that's what I'm trying to say. It's a little cold out here. That's it. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. When I threw that nose up, and you can probably see in the video why, because I was weight back the entire way, and I was in this position probably, and it went up sky high. Let's try it again. There we go. That's a little better. I'm starting to get the whoosh sound in my throw, which is exactly what I'm looking for. That whoosh sound is important, but we'll save that for another video. All it is a firm plant. Plant wider than you'd think you would, and then just don't keep your chest, don't push your chest farther than your knee, your lead knee. So let's try it one more time. There we go.